Last episode, we spent some time in the Nightmare Frontier, a very scary place that we could have been invaded in. Good, yeah. I need those expert ears. Bring all of your audio expertise to bear here, please. We could have been invaded. We weren't. Invaders, any invaders in the chat, you have I think one more opportunity to get me this playthrough. So keep those evil, those malignant instincts primed. You might catch me in the next mandatory invasion area. But I escaped your grasp in the Nightmare Frontier. We had seen some of those big aliens, the amygdala, or amygdala as Patches calls them. I'm not sure which is the technically correct pronunciation there. But in the culmination of the Nightmare Frontier, we fought an amygdala, which is the first time we've gone, head to head with one of those guys. Pretty scary. I think I got him on the first try, possibly because I think I was slightly over leveled for the area by the time I actually got to it. But nevertheless, a pretty scary opponent. And I feel like we still don't quite know what the deal with the and honestly, I'm not sure we're ever going to really understand the so it is spelled like the brain part, amygdala, emphasis on amygdala, yeah, okay, so amygdala is like the brain part. But Patches, the NPC, who I think is the only NPC to actually voice the pronunciation, says amygdala, which I don't know if that's peculiar to Bloodborne or if that's maybe a British pronunciation or something. I honestly don't know. Amygdala is also how I as a Midwestern American would pronounce it. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, honestly not sure what the deal with the amygdala, all those guys. What if Patches was just, yeah, like an East Coast American? Anyway, but one of them tried to get us. Multiple of them have tried to get us. Only one of them has dared to enter the ring with us and get its ass kicked. The other ones wisely stay perched on high and just blast us with lasers from afar. But then we traveled back to the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst for a little bit, and so that's where we're going to pick up this evening. We're going to travel back to the home of the... Which one is it? Nope, not that one. Is it this one? Maybe it was this one. Here we go. Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. There we go. Home of the Vilebloods. The much feared Vilebloods. We opened up the first shortcut last time just over here, so we don't have to go through all those weird vampiric ticks anymore. Oh, before I go down there, let me just frame this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks good right there. Yeah. I did want to because I got to Cainhurst earlier than I thought I would, and so I forgot. There were some dots that I wanted to connect. So let's just revisit a handful of item descriptions here. No, not used. There we go. Vileblood register, which we just found. So we the last area we were in was like this library area. We opened a treasure chest and we found this Vileblood register, which is a covenant item used in the Vileblood. You know, spoiler alerts. There is a Vileblood covenant, or whatever they're called in Bloodborne. The key line here, though, is that second paragraph: a record of the Vilebloods, bloodlusting hunters who seek blood dregs of their prey, kept through the ages. So, critically, this is the first kind of like, or the most objective information we've received about the Vilebloods. Bloodlusting hunters who seek the blood dregs of their prey. I already kind of said non-binary. I already kind of said that like the Vilebloods are kind of like, you know, I mean, if you've seen this area, I feel like you already kind of get it. I think, you know, someone already mentioned like castle, like how Castlevania this whole area is. So you're already kind of in the mindset of like vampires. We've already seen the ticks. Most blood per word we've seen. Yes, I believe so. Oh, we also, I think this is the first time we saw the name Annalise as well, Queen of the Vilebloods. So keep that in mind. This is kind of the vampire area, and the Vilebloods, you know, if you needed further evidence of like what their whole deal is, bloodlusting hunters who seek blood dregs of their prey, you know, paints a pretty clear picture. I wouldn't say the Vilebloods are like, you know, stereotypical vampires, but they are kind of like the most vampiric. They're as close as Bloodborne gets to having just straight up vampires in the game. So like all of, you know, all of that kind of like project onto them. That's what their whole deal is. But we also picked up another item. Not the Vilebloods, but the Executioners, the Executioner garb. Let's take another look at this. Attire worn by the band of executioners commanded by the Martyr Logarius, later became the basis for all church attire, with its heavy draping holy shawl. Now, one thing we've already kind of in the background and you know mentioned throughout the lore entries, we already have this idea that there were the hunters first, and then there were the church hunters, kind of superseded them, and we've gotten the impression that there's a divide, a stark divide between the hunters and the church hunters. You know, what precipitated that transition, what was going on there, we don't, I feel like, have a clear idea of, but Executioner garb gives us, you know, something to hold on to, grasp onto as far as like when this transition happened. So Martyr Logarius leads these executioners to try to eliminate the Vilebloods. The garb that they wore became you know, the basis of the church attire we're learning, which we can infer is like the church hunters, the garb. We already have both the white and black church garb. So you know, easy to make the leap to assume that that's what they're talking about here. One more, I keep accidentally exiting out of here. One more lore entry just before we move on here. We also picked up the old hunter garb in the Hunter's Nightmare. Old hunter garb. One day the hunters disappeared, and Yarnamites began to whisper of the hunter's sin. Drunk with blood, chasing after beasts, they would pass on to the nightmare, every last one of them. So the hunter here refers to those you know, older, the first kind of wave of hunters before the church hunters. We know that the Vilebloods are like a specific sect of, you know, heretical hunters, if you want to call them that, based in Cainhurst, who the executioners, you know, tried to eliminate, or maybe possibly did successfully eliminate. Although Alfred seems to think there's, you know, some little splinter of the Vilebloods left, but we haven't seen them. But we also we've heard of, and this, we've already read this item description. We've also heard of the Hunter's Sin. We don't know exactly what that means, but the fact that like all of these things kind of happen in such close proximity at the same time as the original hunters are kind of like giving into this bloodlust, this blood drunkenness, and also, you know, we kind of have this idea that the Vilebloods are also in power around the same time, and the executioners form to take the Vilebloods out. It feels like, and this, you know, this is purely my conjecture. I don't know if there is a canonical correct answer to this question of like what the Hunter's Sin is, what, you know, what precipitated the transition. But to me, it feel, based on these lore entries, it feels like the kind of like you know, the vampiric bloodlust of the Vilebloods was starting to kind of like spread to the Yharnamite hunters as well, and that kind of like, that was the impetus for the executioners to wipe the Vilebloods out and then also supersede the old hunters with the church hunters, and that's like how that gets formed. Again, I don't know how much I don't know how much of that is like strictly canonical, but like that's always been my reading, basically, of like what's going on here, like what happened. Yeah, and here we are in this grand library. I remember this area being kind of tricky. Is the audio sounding better? Yeah, because that guy's shooting darts at me. See him off in the distance. Looking guy. Oh, he got me. Yeah, they curse you. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's his curse on you? Ooh, she got me good. Yeah, I don't know if the darts actually deal damage, but they like oh god, they like aggro all of the ghosts in the area, and they deal more damage, I think, when you have the symbol on you or something like that. Fuck you. There we go. Fortunately, I don't think it lasts too long. Yeah, see, it's already going away. Oh. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Yeah, this does have Duke's Archive vibes. Yeah, we came from that door, so we go up here. I don't know. Yeah, the Duke's Archives has a lot going for it in terms of aesthetic. I don't know if this area quite matches up. I do like the, oh, hold on. It's that guy over there. Crap. Okay, whoa. Oh. Oh, he put something on me that means I can't heal now. Fuck. This guy's chasing me. There we go. Okay. Alright. Much better. But the lights are off. Oh, he dropped something for me. Alright, before we get into another fight, let me take out this stupid low dart motherfucker who's trying to stop me healing. Oh, you're gonna fight me now? Come on. Ugh! Oof. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's just get rid of you. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me get this guy too. Okay, there we go. Is that the last? Okay, and you want to fight still? Okay, that's fine. Oh, you want to fight too? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no. And roll. And heal again. Okay. Alright, fine. Let's do this. Both of you want to fight at the same time? Really? I wonder how you would fare against the Kirkhammer. Not particularly well, fortunately. There we go. We got some blood vial traps, that's nice. Okay, we got a window we can jump out of, I think, over here. What else we have? Oh, you want to fight also? Oop. There we go. Oh. There we go. Ooh, that specter spooked me for a second. Chunk, hell yeah. Alright, is that everybody? Yeah, we have a ladder here that we can't access. Just fun. A lever over there. Nowhere else to go but out the window, it seems. We can, yeah, we can see another floor above us. Let's see what we got out here. Okay. If we can drop straight down. Yeah. Item. Got a ledge over there and something over here. Oh no, that's just where we were before. Okay. That's around where we got the executioner. Blood vial, Vilebloods, makes you think, yeah? Yeah, who's to say, really, what the right and wrong way to get your hands on some blood is? Ooh, ooh. Did I accidentally? I must have. We got a little... forget what's over there, huh? But we do have a doorway here, so let's go through here first. What are we dealing with in here? More ghosties. Oh, this one's coming in hot. Alright. Oh. Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, we do have a dart. Okay, hold on. Oh, around. Oh. I wish you wouldn't. I really wish you wouldn't. Yeah, the headless ones, I think, Knight's Garb. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a moment. Okay. Where'd that dart thrower go? There you are. Oh, no. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, yes. Ooh, heal. Heal, there we go. Okay. A little too greedy there. Oh, they're closing in. Take a few of these out. There we go. Let's clear the deck a little bit. Yeah, the real threat in this area is just how many enemies there are. Kind of easy to get yourself in a bad situation. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, now we're looking better. Okay. Got another treasure chest over here. Executioner's gloves, okay. That specter spooked me again. In the ghost areas in this game, or this might be the only ghost area. In this area, I feel like the specters look so much more like, you know, enemies that in the rest of the game they don't really spook me that much. But in here, it's like, ooh, what's that? Speaking of screaming, is the audio sounding a little bit better balanced this time around? Let's take a look at that Knight's Garb or armor or whatever it was. Here we go. Attire of the Knights of Cainhurst, a regal piece graced by intricate goldwork. The Cainhurst Way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast. They take great pride even in bloodstained corpses, even in the bloodstained corpses of beasts that they leave behind, confident that they will stand as examples of decadent art. Everything good except for the scream. Yeah, okay. That might have to be you know, good enough for now. I don't want to. Yeah, it's tough. Bloodborne especially maybe is tough because what's over there? Bloodborne especially is tough because there are some relatively quiet noises that I don't want to completely lose, right? But then there's also stuff that's like, you know, really loud, and you know, I don't know what to do about that. There's probably Kin Cold Blood 10, hell yeah. There's probably a way to make that all work, if I knew more audio stuff, but I don't. So. Okay, let's give this lever a yank. There we go. Yeah, so this gets us back. This is where we came in, and this unlocks that ladder that we saw. We saw the top portion of it already. I think this gets us to the 3rd floor. Yeah, here we go. What do these notes say up here? Here, Cosmos. Okay. Bloodstone awaits ahead. Does it? Ahead? In which direction? Bloodstone 3, okay. Maybe over here is where they meant the Bloodstone. Yeah, gotta be. Remember if there's any little duelists waiting for us over here. No mercy for malformed thing. Okay, maybe there is. Beware of liar, okay. Oh, hey. Is this what I'm looking for? No mercy for a malformed thing. 2 bloodstone chunks. Love it. Sincere thanks. Hey, Nuri. What's a warm bloodstone? So that's that bloodstone. So the bloodstone gems are the like augments that we can inlay into our weapons. Currently, I just have some like damage boosts in mine. I think that particular one. So there are like different shapes. That particular one I think can go in any slot. Let's see what it actually does. So I think I can look at them in here. Yeah. Blood change scaling. Yeah. So this is just this is for like your guns basically. I think the droplet ones. So these two can go in any slot. This will be the. How long have we been? This will be the 13th episode. I have all the VODs on YouTube. You can find, if you want to check them out, you can find the link in on my About page on Twitch. We just did last episode the Nightmare Frontier, and started in Cainhurst. Give me that, yeah. Yeah, we're kind of like, we're in the relatively late game. Who's yelling at me? Oh, you. Both of you, okay. Basically like mopping up the optional areas. So Nightmare Frontier first, and now we're over in Cainhurst. This is, yeah, okay, it's over here. Is there anything over here? No, okay. So this is the part of Cainhurst where I feel like if I was just playing blind my first time through, I would be like, okay, well, I guess maybe that's the end of the level. But actually, where you have to go is over here, and then you drop down here. This is so silly. And then you drop down here. I guess I probably would figure it out based on the notes. This is where playing online really pays off, and then you drop down here, and now you're over here. Another kin cold blood. If you're playing online, this is where like, you know, I've said before, like some people consider like reading notes in these games like spoilers, or like almost like a form of cheating. I absolutely don't, and like this is a perfect example of like why I don't. Okay, hold on. What do we think this is? Does this look like a boss arena to us? Or are we about to enter a boss arena? I think so. Let's, just because I have quite a few echoes here. I think I have. Is that no? We're gonna have to pop some cold blood, I think, but I would rather not lose these echoes. But this is a perfect example of like why I think that like reading notes will reveal things to you, you know, but I think on the whole it, like that's kind of the expected play experience for most people. Yeah, so we need about 5,000. Okay.
Farewell, good hunt.
And like Cainhurst is a perfect example. I think a lot of people would just never find this boss arena without. These are 8,000, aren't they? How much is this one? Perfect. Okay.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it
Yeah.
you desire?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the complimentary.
Very well.
Yeah, there are
The echoes become your strength.
a lot of the cobblestones in Cainhurst look like they're. If this was Sen's fortress, they would be traps. You would absolutely get obliterated by a boulder somewhere in there. What do I want here? God, my strength is so high, but also 3 more damage. Let's put 1 more in vitality. Let's get vitality up to 30. We're in the end game. I feel like I'm still doing good on damage. I don't need it. I just want it. And let's head back. This is one of the more irritating, I guess, boss runs in the game, because you have, in my opinion, I guess, you have kind of a straight shot, but also like your options here are you either fight all the ghosts on the way to the ladder, or you run past them and probably just, you know, take a few hits. They won't be too bad, but it's just it's a little more perilous than one might hope. Okay, I forgot what the. Okay, they take a second to wake up. I forgot that. Okay, yeah, if you can avoid getting hit by the blow dart, they don't aggro quite as bad. Yeah, because they only lose their shit once you have this little curse on you or whatever. Okay, I forgot about that. That's not too bad then. So far, this is kind of so. This is the only game that I like play on a regular basis. I play Bloodborne. This time Mondays, most weeks. I started this because I have a lot of friends who, you know, for various reasons, either because they don't have a PlayStation or just aren't really into Soulsborne games, have never played Bloodborne before, but are like interested in the lore and the aesthetic and all that stuff, and just want to know more about it without having to necessarily play through the whole thing themselves. So yeah, I started doing this this series for them mainly. Hilda Saw Sawyer in the chat is one of those friends. So yeah, that I also stream like random games on like Saturday mornings sometimes, but this is kind of my only real like ongoing series right now. Ooh. Spooky. Yeah. Martyr Logarius. We've heard of this guy, haven't we? I will say, this is like pretty widely considered one of the more difficult bosses in the game, so if this takes me a few tries, you know, it just is what it is. Oops, crap. Ooh. Yep, what I say? Oh, I interrupted him. God, he's fast. Alright, we're doing okay. He's more interruptible than I remember, honestly. Oh, do I want to be here? No. There you go. Oh, where is he? Oh, heal. It'll be pretty quick. There we go. See, that's how you get them. Right there. Oh. Oh, heal. Oh, no, heal. Heal, please heal. There we go. There we go, okay. Alright, we're good. We're not panicking. Oh, ow. Ow. There we go, okay. We're not panicking. We're not panicking. Okay. Heal. Okay. There we go. Holy mackerel. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Heal. Don't fall off the edge. For the love of God, don't fall off the edge. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh, boy. Ooh. Down to that little sliver. Oh my god. Alright, that was a pretty good run though. Yeah, but now he has moves, yeah. No, yeah, I do generally like spooky games. I've been like thinking about doing like after Bloodborne maybe like a Resident Evil series or something. Because I'm not like a long-time Resident Evil series fan, but I kind of like got onto that series in 7, and I also liked 8 after that. All right, let's run. And I've played some of the remake games most recently. Ooh, see, that's what you want to try to avoid. Fuck. So I've been like toying with the idea of doing some Resident Evil streams as well. I haven't played all of those games, so that would partly be for my own benefit as well. Just like playing through the series and learning more about it, I guess. Yeah, that felt like a good run. Paradoxically, I feel like in a lot of cases so far in this game, Father Gascoigne perhaps accepted. I feel like I do relatively well against the famously difficult bosses, and I have a slightly harder time with the the ones that are more traditionally seen as like the easier bosses in the game. Because I think in my past playthroughs I just spent so long perfecting you know, the timings and techniques and all that stuff that you need to beat the harder bosses. Like it took me like what, like 3 or 4 tries to beat the Shadows of Yharnam, which are like, again, like seen as kind of like one of the harder bosses in the game, like one of the walls, so to speak, in the game. Whereas like Rom, who's like kind of universally seen as like one of the easier bosses in the game, how many did that take me? That took me like 11 tries somehow. And then I almost one-shotted Logarius, who's like famously difficult. Oh, this isn't the right move. Almost got me with that one. Honestly, Logarius, I feel like, ooh, ouch. Okay, let's heal after that. You just really have to be pretty aggressive with Logarius, I feel like. Ooh, I don't want to be here. Roll. That was too early, but whatever. Ooh, I rolled the wrong way. Gotcha. It's really easy to get into this rhythm where you are not being aggressive enough with him. Oops. I probably didn't need to heal there. And let him control the rhythm of the battle, and once you've done that, you've basically lost. Too early. Oh. I don't know what that was. Ooh, ooh. Heal. And again. Okay, we're good. Unblock. Okay. Where is he? Okay, we're okay. Nope. Too many blood vials this time. There we go. Ooh, oh. That was an accident. That was an accident. But I'll take it. Boy, will I take it. All right. Second try on Martyr Logarius. I swear, this run has been like so funny in a lot of ways. Still thinking about just like 11 tries on Rom, Martyr Logarius on the second try. You know, whatever. Crown of Illusions. We found this lying on the ground just seconds ago. One of the precious secrets of Cainhurst. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. Vile blood? Vile secret? What visions did he see sitting serenely upon his new throne? Huh. Oops, not use, but where? There we go. Hold on, let's get a close-up here. Let's get a close-up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that profile. All right. Well, everything looks pretty much the same. What do these notes say? Oh, Spectre. Got any notes? Here we go. Pitiful, really? Oh! All right. The castle keep, it seems, revealed to us. All right. Queen waits ahead, therefore time for donations. Some knight statues. Have audience with Queen, therefore bless us with blood. Sure, have mercy, high spot. No mercy for fatties. Not quite sure what to make of that one. Queen, huh? Well, we've heard of a queen, right? From the lore entry. Is there, wait, are there any items in here? Sorry to be an item goblin here for a moment. We've heard of a queen. Just picked up some insight.
Subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
We're being beckoned to kneel. Even more of these weird statues. Look at that, and there's a person upon this throne. And some blood. Quite a bit of blood. Read this last note. Time for hit and runs. Okay. Neil? Sure, why not?
Visitor, moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the Vilebloods and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
I don't know if I really want to be swearing oaths to anybody. Can we just chat? Yeah.
Such impudence. Defiled are we, yet still queen. We shall not give audience to an ill-mannered beast.
Anything else?
We shall not get
okay. Get the gun. Okay. Take a closer look at that that mask. She's looking at us. Okay, because I was hoping to get a profile on this mask. Yeah, so Queen Annalise, you know, head locked in an iron mask. Yet another kind of like, you know, what kind of creature would you need to lock their head in a mask? A vampire, right? To stop them from feeding on you. So yet more kind of like vampiric, kind of like, Automod. Gotcha. Yet more kind of like vampiric kind of like, you know, imagery or like ideas happening here. Let's just pick up this item. Unopened summons. What is that? A key? Yeah, here we go. An old sealed summons. Like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Cainhurst, but for whom it is not known, as it lacks an addressee. But yeah, interesting that, yeah, so Queen Annalise, seemingly locked up here. I mean, Martyr Logarius is sitting right outside, and wearing the Crown of Illusions, so presumably, like, could theoretically come in here anytime he wanted. And you know, why is Queen Annalise permitted to live? You know, interesting question there. I don't think there's anything else in here. Is there more items before we boogie? Now that that key item we just picked up, unaddressed or unopened summons, whatever it was. Is there another? I thought there was another Ah, here it is. Another lamp. We do know of one other person who's trying to get to Cainhurst, right? Alfred. The follower of Martyr Logarius, who wanted to finish off the Vilebloods. So we could give him the unopened summons, but I think he would probably make good on his threat to Zekna. That's not going to be enough, is it?
What is it? Very well. Let me.
Now I need a little more than 1,000 more. Let's just pop another one of those. What was that, a 7? Maybe it was that a 7? Yeah, it was. Okay.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me stand close.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get that up to 30. That ought to do it for the rest of this
Farewell, good mate.
playthrough, I think. Another little detail might be easy to miss in that dialogue with Annalise. She called us, we've so many NPCs throughout this game so far have commented on our scent, usually referring to it as like a stench, basically. From the beginning of the game forward, people have been saying how bad we smell, or how they're just able to smell us very easily. We have a very strong odor. Annalise specifically says moon-scented hunter. We also, the moon is associated with a few things in this game, specifically the hunter's workshop. We know from some lore we found. Where am I trying to go right now? I'm trying to go to Cathedral Ward. Ooh, can we? Oh, we can't go to the Grand Cathedral right now. Okay. We know that the Hunter's Dream was created by communing with the moon somehow. Or at least that's kind of that was the implication of some of the lore we found in the old abandoned Hunter's Workshop in the Waking World, when we found that a long time ago. So interesting, just very interesting for her to say that we are specifically not just smelly, but like moon scented. Parry. Oh, dog. I think Alfred is over here somewhere. Or the last time we saw him. I don't know if he's still there. Is it past this guy? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it is. We're just gonna run past all this. There he is. Am I being followed? No. Good. Hey there, bud. Hey there, buddy. You doing okay?
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Talk about Healing Church, Bergenworth, Vilebloods, hand over unopened summons.
Aha! Is that the sigil of Cainhurst? I've heard tell of Cainhurst nobles and their amusingly pompous invitations. Wonderful. I thank you profusely. I will depart immediately, but first, a token of my gratitude.
Oh, thank you. Wheel Hunter badge. Church bow, male.
Ah, I feel my master's hand at work. Praise the good blood, and let us cleanse these tarnished streets. It has been an honor, but I must say goodbye. Let us cleanse these, and may the good blood guide.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we just won't. We're not going to mention, you know, our run-in with his master. You know, I don't think anything good will come from that. So, you know, best not bring it up. You know. I don't know that we've been back here since the most recent change in world state, but yeah, I think Sawyer, you remembered this off the top of your head, but for anyone who didn't, like, yeah, just with the amygdala in mind, like, yeah, take another gander at these big statues that flank the entrance to the Grand Cathedral. Like, it's really amusing once you get to the later part of the game to like look at some of the stuff in here and be like, yep, it was looking at us straight in the face, square in the face from the very beginning of the game. And also, like, what does that tell you about the Healing Church? Like, these are not some, you know, these are not invaders, right, to this world. That, like, they're literally built into the church, you know. You know, those are the creatures that the church, like, has, you know, representing your, like, welcome into the Grand Cathedral. So, you know, interesting. Interesting to think about the implications there. Let's go back to, so we've sent Alfred on his way. He has his summons. Let's just check in on Queen Annalise. Let's just see how she's doing.
Master, look! I've done it! I've done it! Smashed and pounded and grounded this rotten siren into fleshy pink pulp. There, you filthy monstrosity! What good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. All mangled and twisted, with every inside on the outside for all the world to see.
Hey, buddy. Hey, pal. What you doing?
You, is it? Look at this. Thanks to you, I've done it. Well, isn't it wonderful? Now Master can be canonized as a true martyr.
Huh.
I've done it. I have. I've done it.
Yeah, you sure have. You sure have, huh? Yep. Inspect. Sorry, I clicked out of that real fast. Let's just... It writhes eerily. Huh. So, you know, perhaps we're starting to get an idea of why Queen Annalise was just in here. why Martyr Logarius would, you know, instead of just finishing her off, would suffer her to live and simply guard the entrance to her keep easily. Let's read this. Queenly flesh. What remains of Annalise, Blood Queen of Cainhurst? This pinkish lump of flesh remains warm, as if cursed. All hail the undying Queen of Blood. So, you know, perhaps the reason he kind of just, you know, left her in here and just, you know, seemingly decided to guard the entrance to her keep forever is because she's immortal and you can't kill her. Even now, smashed into little bits, she seems to be alive in some way, right? And not that this guy cares, but that does seem to be the case. So, you know, I don't know. Hey, Clem. Yeah, Queen. Clem, I beat Logarius in 2 shots. I already said this earlier, but I just find it really funny like which bosses I personally have trouble with in this playthrough, and which ones I just kind of breeze through, because it's like the ones that are kind of like oh cool. I also have a co-host. If Twitter goes down, I'm not really sure where I'm going to end up, so I'm trying to spread my presence a bit. Yeah, Logarius, as I said, like Logarius is one of those like famously pretty hard bosses. And so this has happened already in this playthrough. My theory on why the, like, you know, traditionally the bosses that are mostly seen as harder ones have been mostly, not entirely, but mostly fairly straightforward for me on this playthrough, is because on previous playthroughs, you know, I've like these are the bosses that I've spent the most time on, right? These are the bosses that, like, I've already gone through the motions of, like, figuring out their movesets and their, you know, all their quirks. Specifically with Logarius, it's figuring out that you can. What am I doing here? I want to go to. Stand back up. There we go. I want to go to Upper Cathedral Ward next. Yeah, figuring out their movesets and all that, basically. Like past experience with some of those harder bosses, like going up against them again and again and again, has hammered that into my muscle memory to a degree that, like, I think I end up spending more time on some of the quote unquote like easier bosses because I probably beat them relatively quickly on past playthroughs, and I don't have that muscle memory built up the same way. Whereas Logarius, I've fought, you know, probably 40 times before now, and so when I go up against Logarius now, it's like, well, I have all that muscle memory built up already. You know, there's no guesswork involved anymore. Oh, babies, why? Sedatives. Yes, I got it just in time. Why you follow me? Why you hurt me? Why must we fight? Why must we fight? So we're back in the Upper Cathedral Ward. If you recall, this whole area is above, like, where we just were in the Cathedral Ward, a much earlier game area. We got the key to this area. Goddamn crows. We got the key to this area off of a corpse in Yargul, a corpse that appeared to be imprisoned and tortured. We know that Yahar Ghul is an area dominated by the School of Mensis, whereas the Upper Cathedral Ward, it sounds like, is mostly controlled by the choir. The choir and the School of Mensis together, in some fashion, are, or so we've been led to believe, the kind of the upper echelons of the Healing Church. This guy's a toughie. Not that tough though. And let's just pop on our lantern. There we go. Oh, I'm hearing. Oh, yep. Gotta stay ready for the. You know, you gotta listen for those slurping noises. Always be aware. There's slurping anywhere nearby. And there you go, choir garb. You know, so we know that the choir and the School of Mensis are the upper echelons of the Healing Church, which might imply to you that they are, you know, in some way aligned. But we also found a member of the choir imprisoned, seemingly tortured, definitely killed in Yahar Ghul. So maybe they're not so aligned after all. Let's just check out the choir garb. Attire of the choir, high-ranking members of, there we go, Healing Church. Members of the choir are both the highest-ranking clerics of the Healing Church and scholars who continue the work that began at Byrgenwerth. Together, with the left-behind Great One, they look to the skies in search of astral signs that may lead them to rediscovery of true greatness. Continue the work that began at Byrgenwerth, the left-behind Great One. I honestly don't know if we've heard of a Great One being left behind before. I think this might be the first instance of that being mentioned, so, you know, interesting. We also, hold on, let me get my bearings here. Okay, this door open? Yeah, okay. We also know that, so, you know, if we're thinking of the choir now as, let's just read these notes. Your giant beast. If we're thinking of oh, he's fast. Oh, he's real fast. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so blue-eyed wolf people. Oh, look at that. We got another mind flayer on the other side of the store. Okay. If we're thinking about the choir as continuing the work of Byrgenwerth specifically, we know that the work of Byrgenwerth primarily was about, you know, if we think about like the power in this game as kind of like divided between insight and blood, insight being you know we've heard of like eyes on the inside, stuff like that. Fear the old blood, all that stuff kind of like aligns Byrgenwerth with insight, which is, you know, power without availing. Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. I forgot how many were in here. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, God. You know, there we go. What was I saying? Ooh, oh, you got me. God, they hit like trucks. I forgot about how much damage these guys deal. There we go, that's one. Then that might imply to you, like, you know, where the School of Mensis falls on all this stuff, which is to say, I mean, Mensis also kind of implies, you know, the power of blood, perhaps, you know, all of which would kind of imply that they are much more on the side of drawing power from the old blood. Where are you in the geometry? Are you just stuck forever right now? All of which, you know, if that's true, that might tell you, you know, where some of these ideological divides, you know, why they might be at war. Oop. I don't want to leave you over here. Okay, there we go. Okay. 3 of those guys at once is just, it's a little too much heat for me. Oh. Okay, just one? Okay. Ooh, no. Okay, let's do this. Just a little too much heat. There we go. Do we have the key we need for this? Locked, no, okay. Ritual blood, fun. Mind Flayer. Oh, he's tough. Oh, this maybe was a mistake. Whoa. Gotta love the Kirk hammer, am I right, folks? Am I right? Okay, Cosmic Eye Watcher Badge. Or we also got the wheel. I should also read the wheel badge when we have a moment here. I want to open up this the front door on this place though, if I can. Is that where I want to go? I think so. Anybody else out here? Oop. I'm hearing slurping. Somebody slurping? Are you gonna try to blast me from a mile away? Like a coward? Oh no, this little booger is gonna try to lure me down here. Ooh, oh, he's gonna disappear, okay. That's okay. That's okay. Whoop. You done freaking out? Oh! Oh! I hope I have enough. Ooh, do I have enough health to tank this? Yes, but just barely. Holy crap. Oh, get up. Heal. Heal again. Okay. Fuck you. Ooh. Oh, stamina. Yeah, eat shit. Oh! I should have dodged past. Does he heal from this, or does he just... Is that just fun for him? Oh, why? Why am I like this? Ugh. Beat Martyr Logarius on the second try, but this friggin' Mind Flayer is gonna kill me. Yep. I actually don't know if they're I don't know what the actual name is. I just call them Mind Flayers because that's what they make me think of. I do think that Mind Flayer is intellectual property of Wizards of the Coast. I don't think you can use that name unless you license it. Okay. Why, babies? Why? No, I want to try to parry him if I can. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Good, okay. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay, we also want to re-equip Hand Lantern. He does not aggro me from over here, so we're good. Okay, here's where we have to make some decisions. Am I going to try to run straight down there so I don't have to fight these guys? Oh, I don't want to. But I am going to. Oh, but there's another one like right there, isn't there? Ooh, I made a mistake. Ooh. Are they going to follow me down this hallway? No, we're good. Okay. $20,000 echoes. God damn. All right, how do I want to play this actually? Can I? Oh, is he already aggroed on me? No, okay. There we go. That's not bad. Ooh, roll. Okay. Stamina, stamina. Okay. Okay. Let that rebuild. Okay. And okay, now he's going to run in. So roll past. Okay. There we go. That was so much better. That was so much better. Wow. It's pretty incredible what you can do when you use your brain. Pretty incredible. God, it is so dark in here. It's just oh, there's another one. Punishingly dark. If he turns around, maybe we can run up on him. Oh, speaking of enemy names, Winter Lantern was the name of that brain creature in the Nightmare Frontier, which we will see that guy again. Oh, is he gonna come right in here? Oh, and okay. Do not fall down the hole. Nice try. Ooh, lots of fancy footwork there. Okay, and back up, back up, back up. Gonna try to hit us with that, but he's gonna miss. Oh. Oh, he's just gonna... Okay. Well, this presents a pretty tricky situation. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh! Oh, I thought he had me. Oh, I thought he had me. There we go. Oh. Ooh. Elixir. Blindfold cap. Okay, that's the headpiece for the choir set. Look at all these dead ass motherfuckers over here. Something rather distasteful must have happened here. And this opens back up onto this balcony. So now we don't have to go downstairs, which is good because downstairs is bad. Downstairs is very bad. Okay. Okay, what are we looking at up here? Let's just take it nice and slow. Okay, we got one mind flayer over here. Easy does it. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, come on. What a load of bullshit. Okay, come on, not this again. Okay. Come on. Enough of that. You come out of the door. Ugh. Come out of the door. Oh god, the Spectre got me. The Spectres are spooking me tonight. This has been a very spooky session for us, admittedly. Oh, he almost got me. I didn't see that one coming. Oh god, this is such a bad situation. If I run, will they follow me in here? Or will they forget about me? I think maybe they will just forget about me. I really don't want to fight. I don't want to fight two of them, and I don't want to fight them so specifically in this doorway because I feel like the Kirk hammer is going to start bouncing off of the geometry here. All right, easy does it. There we go, and visceral. Stamina. Ooh, okay, we can survive this. Orphanage key, we got the key. That's okay, we can survive this. Okay, let's back out for a moment. Okay, let's get that prompt off my window. Okay. Give this another shot. Here we go. Okay. Not bad. Looks over bullets. We lost more. Not that insight matters that much. Unless you're summoning a lot, which we haven't really done. So, you know, who cares? Huh. What do we think about this? Talk? Make contact. Huh. What's above? We are, yeah, this, it's just like a weird symbols, some cloth. Then we got a balcony. We can see the spooky moons, moon subtype spooky, and we're above where where the main entrance was, which was locked, or still is locked. I think we have the key for that now, though. Let's switch that out. All right. Make contact. Yeah, seems like some alien shit, right? Make contact? I mean, we already know that from the garb lore, L posing, yeah. From the garb lore, we already know, right, that that the choir was trying to reestablish contact to some greater truth or something, you know. So it seems significant that we got a spooky gesture called Make Contact. Can't remember. I honestly can't remember if that does anything here. I might have to look that up later. Where do I want to go from here? I want to go this way. Because, yeah, I want to see if we can... Wait, was there another exit over here? I don't think so. Up to the side. No, it's downstairs. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, you know what? Before we even do that, I did promise we would look at some more... First, let's look at the orphanage key. Key to the orphanage, birthplace of the choir. The orphanage, shadowed by the Grand Cathedral, was a place of scholarship and experimentation where young orphans became potent, unseen thinkers for the healing church. The choir that would later split from the healing church, I think first we're hearing of that, was a creation of the orphanage. Okay. Scholarship and experimentation, young orphans became potent, unseen thinkers. Well, that sounds pretty bad. That sounds pretty bad. Wheel Hunter badge. This is the badge we got as a reward from Alfred. Martyr Logarius led a band of executioners, and this badge was crafted at their dedicated workshop. The wheel symbolizes righteous destiny. Their workshop was a secret enclave of mystical beliefs and heady fanaticism, which served as the backbone of the executioner's unique brand of justice. Cosmic Eye Watcher badge, which we just picked up off of a corpse in this building, which I think we now know as the Orphanage. Badge of a member of the choir, elites of the healing church. Their eye signifies the very cosmos. The choir stumbled upon an epiphany, very suddenly and quite by accident. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, but might the cosmos be very near us, only just above our heads? I mean, one hopes not, right? One hopes that the cosmos are safely far away, but you know, who knows? Oh, I left all the dogs alive, didn't I? I like these choir folks. Yeah, they're taking in orphans. They're, you know, they're doing their experiments, you know. You're just having a blast, you know? And who could blame them? Ooh, okay, nope. There we go. And I will take that shard. Do these guys not drop vials? Where are the others? They're gonna charge me from the darkness any second now. Get the hell out of here. Open door with orphanage key. Great, get me the hell out of here. Okay, good. All right, and here we are. Got some dead-ass motherfucker sitting prostrate, search body, frenzied cold blood, sure. We're not gonna ask questions. Alright, and that is the front door of the choir that we've just opened, and there is a path leading off to, currently off to the right. But I have over 40k echoes in my pocket, so I'm going back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm not going anywhere with 40k in my pocket. Before I start spending on... Okay, we're doing better than I thought we would be on vials. How much for 25? Oh god, they cost so much by this point in the game. Let's get a level and see where we're at. I think we'll have about 10k left.
Welcome. What is it you desire? Very well.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Drop another one in vitality, and we'll spend the rest on vials, just to keep those numbers up. 15. That's fine. Okay. Right, Upper Cathedral Ward. Okay. And we'll venture a little bit further in here. I'm honestly cruising through. I honestly thought Logarius was gonna take. I was prepared for Logarius to take basically this whole evening, so we're ahead of where I thought we would be, to say the least. Again, I think I mentioned this the first time we came up here. It's worth noting that all these little wormy babies are looking up here, seemingly congregating over in that direction. That perhaps had less significance before, but now it appears as though we are headed that direction. So, you know, just an interesting note that we're headed in that direction. Oh, come on. We've seen these guys before, haven't we? Long time ago. Okay. Torch holders? Over here? Oh, these guys? Let's take a closer look. I don't think we've seen anything like this before, have we? Even now that, you know, the world is broken or whatever. Looks like a snail shell, almost. Not quite, I guess. Some sort of hard shell. Some sort of weird barnacle, or like the underside of an octopus arm or whatever. Skin. Yeah, that's a good thing to call out. It feels important that I mean, I guess the closest point of reference, now that I'm really looking at them, is the little wormy babies themselves, because they also have this kind of like you know, tentacle sucker face. So perhaps we're looking at some sort of more, you know, some older version of the little wormy babies. Who could say? All right. Let's see what we got over here. Oh. Celestial Emissary. Oh. Ooh, ow. All right. Oh, did you see that one get like summoned in? Interesting. Oh, oh, don't get me. Oh, come on. Interesting. This is our guy, apparently. Well. Huh. Seems he's decided to come out and play. Oh, I'm getting backed into a corner here. Oh, why am I? Okay, alright. Oh, no, no, don't get surrounded. There we go. Oh, he's coming up behind me. Okay. Heal? Alright. I need to not be distracted by the little ones. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. Okay, yeah. Gotta use some hit and run tactics here, I think. Oh, yep, I was waiting for that one. Oh, okay, we're okay. Oh, but he's surrounded by his babies now. Ooh. That was a close one. Alright, don't blast me. Don't blast me. Okay, yeah, let's thin this herd a little bit. That's feeling better. Okay, come on. Oh, no. Ooh, he's about to blast me again, I think. Oh, don't you do it. Oh. Oh, get me behind this thing. Okay, heal. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, we're almost there. Come on, man. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's do this. There it is. He almost got me there. I honestly find it so funny when they almost get me. So there you go. Celestial Emissary. And also, just before we move on here, let's just take a closer look at this little garden we got up here. So it is kind of hard to tell where we are from inside of here, but this whole like structure, this little courtyard or garden or whatever we want to call it, is directly above the entrance to the, as we will see in a moment here, to the Grand Cathedral itself. So we are essentially in the structure of the Grand Cathedral. And if we look around at these, so I don't know if this will have a ton of significance for us right now, but like, just remember that, you know, where we are, and that we have all of these flowers seemingly unbloomed from the looks of them. Just, you know, we'll keep that in mind. And look at that, through this window, you can see faintly the main altar in the Grand Cathedral. Oh, and look at that, it's another little wormy baby. Reeks of secret. See, this is another place where, like, if you didn't have the notes, reeks of physical attack, yep. If you didn't have the notes, or if, you know, if this wasn't like spoiled to you somehow, like, or if you like weren't following like a wiki or something, some other guide, I don't know that you would ever, just as an individual player, find this. This is like yet another sterling example of like stuff in this game that is like really cool, that is so well hidden that if you didn't know about it already and weren't playing in online mode and saw a note directing you here, I don't know that you would actually find that ever. Which is simultaneously kind of cool, and also, you know, it's interesting to think about. Ooh. Oh, she's snoring. She's snoozing.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Yeah, bosses with ads, yeah. That is, I mean, this was the case with ROM. It was also the case in this one, where it's like, yeah, you kind of have to adopt this like hit and run. This one's even harder in some ways because you can't eliminate the ads. You'll just keep summoning them. And so it's just like, yeah, you just kind of have to hit and run. So how many do I need? It's like 7k. I think these are 8, right? Yeah.
Welcome. What is? Very well.
So with that guy, yeah, you just kind of have to deal with it. Hit and run.
Farewell, good May.
We did pick up another. I think we already have communion. Yeah. I think we got the highest level one from him. But just to reread the lore on that, I think these are, yeah, it's the same lore, no matter the quality of the rune. Several runes relate to blood, including communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials. This rune represents the healing church and its ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. So a rune that is very, very closely associated with the healing church. Interesting that one of the aliens would have that rune. You know, you might assume that that is a how many more do I need? I need one more chunk for the Kirk hammer. One might assume that the, you know, it just draws into question, like, are those aliens? Are they truly alien? Or are they something else? We have picked up a few new badges, which are, they always give us additional items to purchase from the messengers. Logarius's wheel. This is from the wheel badge. Weapon wielded by Martyr Logarius's band of executioners used to slaughter the Vilebloods in Cainhurst, bathed in pools of their blood and forever steeped in their ire. Transformed to release the power of the wheel and manifest their lingering rage in a show of utter brilliance. Sure. Is that the only weapon? I think so. Ludwig's rifle. A rifle typically used by the healing church hunters. It is said that this rifle was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. Ludwig, who we've heard about numerous times at this point, but haven't actually seen. Hunter of the first hunter of the church. It is long, heavy barrel. Its long, heavy barrel makes up in range what it lacks in reload speed. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gearman's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts, and perhaps things still worse. Rose Marinus, I don't know if there's a correct pronunciation for this one, that's how I pronounce it. A special weapon used by the choir, high-ranking members of the Healing Church, sprays a cloud of sacred mist created using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Arias are heard. I thought that was a name for a second. Arias are heard wherever sacred mist is seen, proving that the mist is a heavenly blessing. O fair maiden, why is it that you weep? Interesting, shall we say? You know, because arias. You know, what do we associate with you know, anything to do with sound in this game? We immediately, I feel like, need to call into question, you know, what is it? What function is it serving? Because what we know of sound from practical experience is that it's pretty dangerous. In the best of cases, it is the inhuman sounds that inspire the Carol runes and empower us. In lots of other instances, it's really bad. It's really scary. You know, we have the Chime Maidens, or whatever they're called, who summon enemies to fight us, and in some cases seem to summon other players to fight us. We have the eerie singing. I think the first scary sound we encountered was actually the flies that buzz into our ears and cause us to go crazy. We also have seen the winter lanterns, the brains, who sing that spooky song. We've listened to their spooky singing. So arias are heard whenever sacred mist is seen, proving that this mist is a heavenly blessing. It's perhaps a blessing from some other plane. Heavenly might be, the word heavenly, I would say, is perhaps doing a lot of work there. And especially the phrase, "O fair maiden, why is it that you are weeping?" You know, that can mean any number of things, but you know, the chime maidens are the first thing that comes to my mind. Oh, is that the last thing that we... Crow feather, yeah, that's oh, we have the golden ardio. This is the headpiece for the executioner garb. Yeah, executioner's odd helmet. The conical golden helmet. This is one of my favorite pieces of armor in the game. The conical gold helmet, symbol of the executioners, represents luminosity, ambition, and unflagged resolve to face impurity, staring it down with stern golden spirit. As the great Logarius once said, oh, we've already, yeah, we are well versed in the sayings of the Martyr Logarius. Okay, that's it, I think. Sure. Okay, what time we got here? We're almost at 9. There is another stage of the Upper Cathedral Ward. It's the last area of the Upper Cathedral Ward, but I know that we don't have time for it, so I think we're just going to call it here, and maybe next episode we'll delve a bit further and find out perhaps the ultimate secret of the Healing Church. We'll see. But yeah, I don't want to go too far off or too far over. I'd rather just cut it a little bit short. But yeah, we're finally getting to the bottom of some of the I mean, this is what I've always been saying is like, I don't know how much of this is like you could truly call canonical. A lot of this is just inference based on like different item descriptions. But hopefully seeing how the whole game kind of like shakes out in real time gives you some extra like you know, extra context for a lot of this stuff. That's my hope. But yeah, we're starting to get to the point in this game where some of the bigger puzzle pieces are revealed finally. Yeah, so next week we'll finish up Upper Cathedral Ward, hopefully. It's not much of a spoiler to say that there is one final boss for the Upper Cathedral Ward, and it is of the boss. So I haven't finished the game, so there are a few bosses in the game that I haven't fought ever. But of the bosses that I have fought, the final boss in that area, I think, is the one that historically has given me the most trouble in the main game. DLC is a whole different animal, but in the main game, the final boss in the area has given me a lot of trouble in the past, so we'll see how long that takes. If we wrap that up, it's a toss-up between, so I'm trying to decide if I want to go back to the Hunter's Nightmare next, or do a little bit more. I think we'll do more Yahar Ghul next, I think. And then space out. I'm just thinking boss wise. I don't want 2 ultra hard bosses back to back, so I don't want to go back to the Hunter's Nightmare just yet, because I know what's waiting for me there. So maybe we'll go back to Yahar Ghul next, and go back to the seat of power of the School of Mensis, maybe get a better idea. So now that we've been to the Upper Cathedral Ward, gotten a better idea of what the choir is all about, what they've been up to, right? We can go back to Yahar Ghul, see what the School of Mensis has been up to. Could be fun. Could be enlightening. I think that sounds like a good plan. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we have coming up. I skipped Saturday again. The Saturday stream. I think I am. Something I said last on the 4th of July when I did that Hard Space Shipbreaker stream. I didn't have the cam on for that stream, and I think I might stick with that for not for the Bloodborne streams, but for some of my other the streams that don't get archived. I might do the no cam thing just because it's less setup. It's a little bit less intense in terms of like, you know, having the lights in my face. Honestly, it's necessary, but it is tough on the eyes after a few hours, and you know, first thing in the day, it is tiring. So I might start doing the Saturday streams without the camera setup, and just see how that goes. Hoping to get back to those this coming weekend, in which case I'll be back with Dredge. Last time we were playing Dredge, we ran into a big fish that tried to eat us, did attack us and hurt us, but it didn't finish us off. Hopefully we figure out some way to deal with that next time. And yeah, all the music on my stream is by Steviosphere off the album Elevator Relaxation Tapes 1 through 4. You can find all of their music on Bandcamp. I'll post the link in a moment here. And yeah, if you are just joining, I think I mentioned this already. I hope I mentioned this already. I don't remember actually. You can find all the VODs on my YouTube channel, which I believe I should have linked in my About section here on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch. So you can catch up there if you'd like. We've had a lot of fun so far. So yeah, check it out. I think that'll be it for me tonight. Have a good evening, folks. See ya.